Still no jingle. We don't have a jingle.
We don't. And I don't think we should do one. We're not very good singers. Hello, everybody. Nice for you to join us. Don't mind us. We're just having a little chat as we start the podcast. Welcome to yet another episode number 26 of Arguments with My Brother, with myself, Jenny, and my brother, Nick. And we will continue to debate. And so, as a...
Episode 26, 26, number of cantons in Switzerland, 26. There we go.
Look at that. He's out with the facts already. It's
with
amazing.
With the facts. Can you name every canton, do you think?
I reckon I can name at least 15.
Go on then. I'll count. Go on. Let's do it.
Right. Vaud, Fribourg, Neuchâtel.
Yep.
Bern.
Yep.
Valais.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Zug.
Yeah.
Right. Oh no.
The one next to Vaud.
Zweig.
What?
Zweig or something? Oh, the one next to Vaud is Geneva. And then the other one next to Vaud is Valais, but I've said that one. Right, so that's all I can do. Sorry, I was not expecting a Swiss test.
I'm sorry. I thought I'd throw it on you. You know, the 7. That's not bad. That's all right. It's hard because you think 26. That's not many, but actually, it's like, oh yeah, and then they've got like Obwarden and Niederwarden and Basel-Stadt.
But you see, and that's the thing. Like, I get confused because a lot of the cantons are actually named after one city or town in that canton, and so then I get confused. Is it a canton or is it just a city? I
don't know. Is it a canton? Right. It's like for UK people, it'd be like having a city, like having a town called Kent, and the county is called Kent.
Yeah, exactly.
Very strange.
So, very strange. And I should know more since I am, Swiss, but whatever.
You are part Swiss, yes.
I am.
Anyway.
So, yeah. God, Jesus, stuck with that print. So following on from last week, where I displayed my extensive knowledge on football. And by the way, come on, England, first the group. What?
Whoop. Do you know what we've got next? We've got either France, Germany or Portugal. We'll find out probably this evening, which just is, I think, this is where the fun ends, I kind of feel.
Yeah, and I did hear that apparently there was kind of an aim maybe where we didn't want to win against Czech because then we got like an easier team the next round.
Yeah, I think that the Czech Republic, Croatia have got like Spain, Sweden or Slovakia next, and we've got like or Netherlands. I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. Anyway,
it's going to be interesting. We'll see. So anyway, I did show my extensive knowledge. I'm sure I blew you all away with how little I may have known about the sport. I was told off by some friends about not knowing Pele and what's his name, Montepulciano, whatever it was.
Who?
Maradona. That's it. That's it. I was told off. So I decided this week, it took me a while to think about something that I knew a lot about, but Nick didn't know a lot about. But I think I found a good one. So what we decided to do this week is the best reality TV shows. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I've got awful taste in TV. I watch all the shows that most people absolutely hate, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah, this one. I had trouble thinking of this one because I'm not. I used to be like, I'm not a big reality TV fan, but you kind of are, and you don't even realize when you start to think about it. But yeah, it's you certainly have more knowledge in this area, especially with the greatest respect, especially the really, really terrible ones.
Yeah, really horrible ones. Awful. I've got awful taste. Awful. But and it's okay. I'm all right with that because you know what? People like what they like, and it's going to be really interesting. I'm very curious to know what you've chosen. I think I might have an idea, but I know for sure it's not the same one as me because I know too many. So with that, should we crack on with it, Nick? Do you have a coin?
I don't, but I have this little thing which I just found on my desk, and it says summertime on one side and nothing on the other side. So do you want summertime? Do you want to do summertime or nothing? Summertime or nothing?
Summertime. Who sings that? Right. Anyway.
Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's great. Great song.
It's wicked. I love it. Summertime.
Summertime. Okay, so of course, I've got a lot of knowledge on this, and I just thought about all of the wonderful reality TV shows that we've got. And I remember I was having an argument with a friend, and he's like, yeah, but technically a documentary is a reality TV show. I said, no, because it's a documentary.
Wait, yeah, how does that work? I don't get that. No, run me. What was the argument for your friend thinking that a documentary is a reality?
Because it's reality. It's a reality of those people at the time.
Oh, yeah, but that's okay. So the news is a reality TV show. Sports are a reality TV. No, documentary.
And that's what I said.
No, no.
So I've got like, so you've got the obvious ones like Love Island, and I will admit I have been roped into a couple of years where I've just been absolutely addicted to it, but I've chosen not to choose that one because they don't really do anything. They're just pretty. There's no skill. There's no work involved. They're just very pretty. So I didn't go for that one. It
becomes quite conniving, doesn't it? With Love, I sat through 15 minutes. Well, I'm not going to get snobby about it either, because I think maybe 5-10 years ago I'd be like, oh, it's for Love Island, why would you watch that? But if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. That's and you do you. That's fine. But for me, I watched 15 minutes and I was like, yeah, this is not. I can't relate to this at all because you're all super thin and six packs and
I know. It also gives me it doesn't make me feel the best about my body and my appearance, to be fair as well. Just like I can't even take a good bloody passport photo picture, let alone looking good like that. Look, preparation goes into that. And so then I was thinking more about like I really, really enjoy like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, right? I really like that one, and I like the one of Orange County. But I'm not a fan of the other ones. The Orange County I like because the drama is so much because they just get drunk and just yell at each other. I love it. Beverly Hills, it's cool because they've got like ridiculous amounts of wealth. But again, I've not chosen that because it makes me feel shit about my own situation. It's not relatable. I can't go and get a private jet.
What can they possibly fight? What do they argue about? What like
each other, rumors. You said this, and you said that, and you said this, and you said that.
But isn't that what like all of those shows? Like, there's I don't want to. I'm not actually. No, wait. You go because I don't want to out just in case I say the one that you're going to pick.
Yeah, let me finish. And then I thought about some ones that I got very addicted to when I was in the States, but unfortunately I can't find them in Europe, and so that's why I've not chosen them because I've not had enough. So there's one called 90 Day Fiancé, Nick. Have you heard of this
one? No.
Right. So it's about Americans who are in a couple and want to get married within the 90-day time you need to have a visa in the States. So in the States, when you go there, you can only stay there 90 days if you don't have a visa or a green card or something.
Yes.
So pretty much it's about people that want to get married to Americans and move to America. So you can imagine some of the pairings, like there's quite a lot of guys in Africa who go after middle-aged, maybe slightly overweight women and say, oh, no, I love you. And then they get the green card and then they go away. So it's about what happens in those 90 days. And I tell you, mate, oh, the drama. Oh, it's amazing. And you're there and you're like, is it love? Is it not? Is they just doing it for this? It's very good. I love that show. But I'm not, unfortunately, able to do it. And the other one is My 300-Pound Life, where people who are over 300 pounds try to lose weight.
How much is 300 pounds in real money? I'm going to Google it now. Hold on. Keep talking. I'll Google it.
Okay. And so, but again, these are ones that I can't get in Europe, and it makes me really sad because I was very, very excited about them when I was in
136 kilograms.
Yeah.
300 pounds is 136 kilograms. So these people, okay, so just go back. These people are 300 pounds and it's just talking, is it talking about them trying to lose weight? How they get, Okay. That's. I was going to say that. At least they've got,
And so normally with that one, what they do to start is they need to go and see this guy, but they need to get on a plane normally. And a lot of the issue is they can't actually physically get on the plane.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Yeah. But I didn't choose. I didn't choose those. And then I'm like, oh, you got some classics like Four in a Bed. Come Dine With Me. This is reality TV right here, and these are great, and I love the bitchiness of it. And it's just Sunday, hungover, you watch all of the Come Dine With Me, then all of the Four in a Bed. And for anyone who doesn't know those two shows, Come Dine With Me is where you go around to someone else's house each night and then you rate each other, and you can win £1,000. And he's got a very, very funny commentator on it.
The commentator makes it. It's great. Yeah. It's so funny.
Without him, it's useless. And
do you remember? Do you remember the guy who was on Come Die With Me who got really annoyed, was convinced he was going to win, and they went to his house last?
Oh
and
my God, yeah.
In fourth place, it's me. And they were all sat on the thing, and he was like talking to the woman who won. He goes, well, thank you, Jane. You've sabotaged my night. Hopefully you can use the money to buy some lessons in decorum, because you've got as much class as a reversing dump truck. Go back to your sad little life, or something like that. It was like a real takedown. It was
really bad. And then you've got 4 in a bed, where it's similar process but with B&B. So people go and visit each other's B&Bs and then rate them, then pay the amount of money that they're willing to, and people get bitchy off that, or they get bitchy. Oh my days, I do love it. It's all the drama. The best episode of all those is when it comes to the payment, and she's like, well, obviously you're playing games. And it's funny. But what I've gone for is a relatively new one that I've discovered that I'm just absolutely in love with. Oh my God. As I said, I'm not chosen Love Island, Only Way is Essex, Chelsea and all this stuff, because they don't do anything, right? And it's not relatable to my life. So the one I have chosen is, and I bet you, Nick, you've not even heard of it. It's a reality TV series called Below Deck. So, Nick, have you ever heard of that?
Below Deck. No, the name. Okay, so generally the name rings a bell, but I've got no idea. I can only assume it's something about. It's going to either be about boats or card counters. I don't know. Anyway.
So what it is about is it follows the crew who are working on charter ships through a season, right? So very, very rich people can rent these boats, like these yachts, for like £20,000 like a day. And it's about the crew that work there, so the people who are looking after the boat, as well as the people serving and the chefs and stuff like that. And I am addicted. Oh my God. It's on Netflix, people. Get it on Netflix. You can do it. Because so they're actually doing work, right? And they're showing how much hard work it is. So this is why it's relatable. They are normal looking people most of the time. They're not, all this stuff. They come from all over the world. And you've got the dramas of the high pressure work environment where you're working and living together, as well as going out and getting drunk together, and you've got the love triangles, and you've got the pressure, and then don't fuck up, and then all this stuff, and the amount of money they get tipped at the end, and oh man, it is the best.
Well, I mean, there must be another danger there as well. I mean, they've got all of that, and then of course the danger of pirates. I mean, if they, there could be pirates on the,
No. They only go to very nice places. So in the Mediterranean, around the Bahamas, and things like that. And I'm telling you, it is just the best. It's in terms of drama, in terms of relatability, in terms of content, in terms of details. Oh, it's amazing. I love it.
I'm looking. I've just searched it on Netflix, and so this is the first interaction I've ever had. Okay, so the image of it is they all look, very.
I mean, they're good looking, but they're not.
They're all good looking. But there's like some of the names of the episodes are fantastic. Season 3, episode 5. I don't date, I mate. Okay, fine. And storms, and obviously there's nods towards obviously the boat. Storms are coming. Boom, boom in the laundry room. Yeah, okay. I might have to check this. Okay, check. I'm going to check this out. I'm going to have to.
So good. It's so good.
Yeah, but like it's very niche. Like it's not. That's not reality. It's not. It's obviously relationships between people and stuff, but it's in a different sort of area of the world that's doing something different. It's not like,
because otherwise, do you know what normal reality is? It's boring. That's why they make exciting reality TV about something that's a little bit different.
Yeah, but is it staged? Is it like
no? I don't think it is. It's not like Made in Chelsea where that's proper staged.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So like Made in Chelsea, like some of the guys on Made in Chelsea, I've heard them on other podcasts. I've seen them in other shows. They seem legitimately quite funny. And then it's all clearly when I watch whilst, Sam's maybe watching it and I sort of half watch it and half do something else. It's clearly very staged. Are you saying this one isn't? At all?
No, I don't think it is. It's just because the drama just naturally unfolds. Because imagine spending 6 weeks on a boat in very close quarters with people that you have to work with and have your downtime with in high pressure environments. You have to watch it to see that it's not staged. They can't stage it.
I think it's hard for me to argue down how good this is, because having never seen it and literally never heard of it ever. It sounds interesting. I mean, but I think if you're going to go for the best, you need to go right to the top, and you need to go to the one that starts. Can I proceed here with a couple of thoughts? Because I mean, I had, as I said, I had trouble. I mean, like initially I had, you think of reality TV and I'm like, yeah, I don't really like it. But then I think, oh, actually I quite like I'm a Celebrity at the end of the year. That's always quite a giggle. And I was like, yeah, but that's sort of, again, it's not, I'd say that's leaning more towards entertainment than reality. And then like Dragon's Den, is that reality? Like that's Shark Tank in the US, isn't it? It's Dragon's Den in the UK, Shark Tank in the US. Is that reality or not? I couldn't really decide. And also I think it's become a bit too emotional over the last few years. The one I did think of, which I thought was actually absolutely brilliant, which I haven't watched in years, but I used to really enjoy it, was one called Don't Tell the Bride.
Loved that. That was amazing.
So good.
But that
so
one's
good.
so staged though. I read a couple of articles about it, and apparently like it's the production can choose your best man. It's like the production to decide a lot of the factors in it. Apparently they do get quite involved.
That's annoying because you do want to sort of think, like if you're going on that, you're clearly sitting down as a couple beforehand and saying, right, what do we want to do? We want to do this, 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 and like, okay, fine, that's what we do. You're not going, oh, I know what my bride would like. I think she'd love to jump out of a plane onto a farm in the middle of fucking Somerset and have get married next to a bunch of fucking cows. It's like, so yeah, I guess there was one that I saw. I've never watched this one, but I heard about it on some program like 10 years ago, and they were talking about reality TV shows, and it's kind of the premise of it is clearly what was wrong with TV like 10 or 15 years ago, because you'd never be able to get away with it now. But there was a reality TV show called The Littlest Groom. Have I told you about this before?
No.
Have I told you about this? Okay,
it sounds amazing.
It's horrific. I'll try and find a video and share it on social, because it's awful. Okay, so what it is you've got it's like The Bachelor, but it's with a dwarf, or I think it's with a dwarf, right? And he's trying to find someone to get married to or date or stuff. Yeah, that's the one. Jenny's just showing me a picture up. And of course at the start it's with a dwarf, and it's with women who have the same are also
Stature.
Dwarfs and stuff. Yeah. And it's all going really well, and then all of a sudden halfway through the series they introduce like regular sized women, and then that's and that's the plot twist, and it's like, oh my god. And I was like, I remember I watched the video back again yesterday, and I was like, this is horrific. This, like, you can't do this anymore. This is the worst. And I was like, oh my god. So I think that's the worst part of reality TV. I had a conversation with over Instagram this morning with Ryan, who listens. Hey Ryan, so he'll know where this one's going. And I said to him, one of the ones I was thinking of doing was one called Race Across the World. Have you heard of this one?
Is it kind of like Peking Express in France?
What's that?
Of course, you wouldn't know that. So pretty much you have to get. Sorry, that sounded quite pompous of me. I apologise. So it's where you have to get from one location in the world to another location, but with like no money.
Yeah, exactly. So It's exactly that. And that's the one. Like, I was thinking, one of my arguments was which reality show would I most like to appear on? It's that one, because I think you start in one location, you're given a certain amount of money, and you can go and take jobs as well to get more money, and you've got to try and travel through it. And I think that would be wicked to go on, and it's interesting to watch because traveling's stressful. And if you don't know what the plan is and you've got no money, then there's friction. So there's fights and there's arguments and stuff.
So you do it in pairs, then, I guess. That's what they do in Peking Express. Yeah, exactly.
And then it's the last person who gets to a specific place has to leave, which is like, so it's a race, but it's also culture and there's challenges, and watching people crumble under pressure is good. But that's not the one I'm going for. I mean, if you're talking...
Sorry, I just want to add something in here a little bit, because as I've been watching a bit more French TV recently, they're also doing reruns of some other reality TV shows I didn't know existed, one of which is quite similar to that, where they pretty much stick two people in the jungle, naked, strangers, and then they need to like survive for like 12 days and then hike to like this destination. And I'm like, why do you have to be naked? Like... So that's a new one that but I'm not totally into it. But so anyway, I'm sorry. I just because it was quite linked. So
That's
go
an
on.
interesting one. I think that if you're going to go reality TV shows, you need to go for the daddy, the daddy. Well, maybe not the daddy, the brother, the big brother. Not only are big brothers the best anyway. Yeah. See. I think it's the one that actually launched this whole sort of reality TV show thing. I mean, I watched the first series with in the UK. There was so much attention around it with like there was a guy in it called Nasty Nick who was trying to cheat in there, and that
he had
was
a mobile phone in there, didn't he?
He had a mobile phone. He
Yeah.
snuck a mobile phone, and it was brilliant. So there was that one, and like I think if they went back and did it it was almost like a social project, where they sort of, instead of like a way to create Z-list influencers, if they went back and did it like that, I'd probably watch it again. I think it is the one that launched everything. And also it's sort of, Big Brother's weaved its way in and out of my life in a strange sort of way in a couple of instances. Like when I did work experience at a press agency back when I was sort of like 17, 18. And clearly it was a dead afternoon. There wasn't much going on. And back then, one of the channels had Big Brother on 24 hours a day. So you could sit and you could watch it live from the house, and that's that. And one of them, I think, just to get me out of their hair or something, said, just go and watch the Big Brother live stream just for an hour, just to see if anything happens, of course, see if there's any breaking stories. And then, of course, it's sort of like 10 o'clock in the morning, they're all still in bed, and it's like, yeah, they're just sleeping late. I don't know. Big Brother contestant continues to sleep past 10. What do you want me to write, bruv? I don't know, man. So there was that. And there was, of course, the famous story of when I famously auditioned for Big Brother, which was quite an interesting one. Yeah, it's true.
More than once, ladies and gents. More than once.
Was it more than once? I thought I only did it once.
No, it was more than once.
The memorable time was when I was there and they were like, and they get you queue up for ages, and we used it as a way to get over a hangover, I think. And by the time you queue up and get to the start, I was already bored. And they were like, why do you want to be on Big Brother? I'm like, I don't. I just thought this would be a bit of a giggle, and it's boring now. And then in a circle, they all sort of say, so who would everyone vote out? And everyone's voted for, like, I'd vote for that guy because he clearly doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to be here. And they're like, great. No, that's good. And of course, they put me through to the next fucking round. Well annoying. In front of the production staff. And like, so why do you want to be in Big Brother? And it's like, I really don't. I just want to go home. I'm just like, please, just let me go. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, you can go now. So everyone else was in with production for like 20 minutes, and I was in there for 2, just sort of going, no, just let me go. I don't care. I thought this would be funny. It's not. So no, Big Brother's the one that started, or it was a cultural phenomenon. It's birthed celebrity Big Brother. It's done it in different countries. It's. I think that's the one you go for. It's because it's as I say, it's the granddaddy. Everything. It's all about relationships, and it's all about building relationships and working together in a tight container, almost like a ship. I think maybe.
Don't even put it in the same. Right?
It is.
So I've got my biggest argument against that, right, is it's shit. They don't do anything. And this is the thing. This is exactly why I chose something like Below Deck, where they actually are doing something. They're working. They've got jobs. They've got goals. In Big Brother, they don't. And I tell you, the series, it started off good, and it just got progressively worse and worse and worse. And it has made it, so in the society we are today, people are being famous for famous sake. They don't actually contribute anything to society. They don't actually do anything. They're just famous because they're known. And I really dislike that.
No, I agree. But they are doing stuff in Big. They've got tasks each week they need to do, and they get specific prizes. And yeah, as I said before, I agree. Now it's shite. Now it's boring. And if they went back to doing it as a social experiment as it was before, that would be much more interesting, But of course, now it is just, as I said before, it's a way for like Z-listers to try and become sort of influencers and stuff. It's bullshit. I couldn't name the second series. No, second series was won by that Bubble or something like that. First series was won by that Craig fella. Second was Bubble. Third might have been Nadia. I mean, but like after that, I can't remember any of them because it jumped the shark totally. But no, I still think, regardless as what it is now, I think and we're talking ever, best reality TV show ever. That's the one that I was most invested in, I feel, because it was across like 9 weeks. And it was brilliant. And it had twists and turns and drama and conflict and fights.
It's a good call, but it's just nothing towards Below Deck. Below Deck is just amazing, and it gets more amazing as you go.
It's niche though. There's like they've done that so many times with so many other different things. You know, like Kitchen Nightmares. It's the same thing. You know,
That's a documentary.
Kitchen Nightmares is reality. It's not a documentary. No, it's not. What the fuck are you talking about? It's reality. It's about talking about the reality of someone running a shite restaurant.
That's actually quite a good reality TV show, to be fair. Should have maybe mentioned that one.
Kitchen Nightmares is funny because of Gordon Ramsay.
The freshest thing in this kitchen is that pigeon.
This beef, it's still mooing. God, get out. Yeah, actually, that's a good shout. No, I'm sticking to Big Brother. I think that's the one. No. I think because it's the one that it was the spark, and it was still.
I think you can't actually have a decent argument until you've seen at least an episode of Below Deck.
Okay, let me put this to you though. The first Big Brother came out in 2001, 2002. So this is like 19, 20 years ago, right? Do you think we're still going to be talking about the first series of Below Deck in 20 years' time?
I will.
Yeah. Okay. Would anyone care?
No. But I talk about a lot of things that people don't care about. This has made no difference to me. This whole podcast will be talking about in 20, 30 years.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look, I think we've broken the record for the longest possible one we've gone, and obviously that's because you've got such vast knowledge of reality. I've got such vast knowledge of this one. I know this one. Whoop, whoop. Listen, let us know your thoughts, obviously, on the social pages, Instagram at Arguments with My Brother, Facebook at Arguments with My Brother, or leave us a review, or text us or DM us or whatever as to what you think it is. So let us know if there's any really obvious ones we've missed out as well. That's always good.
Yeah. I reckon there is.
Yeah, there'll be one that's out there that everyone's like, how did you not think of Survivor? Like something like that. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Have you got something else that's going on, Jen? Is that your phone? Sorry. Phone's on silent, Jen. Jeez.
Well, the police officer Benjamin Monk was found guilty of manslaughter.
Oh, I just got that from
ex-fooler Dalian Atkinson.
Oh, I just got that on Guardian, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
you didn't hear mine because it was on silent. You see. All right. We will call it at that. We'll speak next week. Until then.
See you next week. Goodbye.
Jenny is in the diary room.
Yeah.